According to a report released by property consultant Anarock in June last year, construction work of nearly 5 lakh homes worth 4.5 lakh crore rupees was stuck across 7 major cities in the country. This is a double whammy for most people as they end up paying home loan EMIs as well as the rent. Also, it's a huge loss of opportunity cost because if you had invested the same money elsewhere, you would have earned better returns over the year. Yet, many home buyers are stuck in this perilous situation for more than a decade. However, there are some actions that buyers can take now that may help them resolve the issue. The first step is to approach RERA, which is the Real Estate Regulatory Authority. You can file a case individually or as a group with RERA, and you don't require an advocate for it. The RERA is supposed to dispose of complaints within 60 days of being filed, though additional time may be taken in some special situations. After an order is passed, the developer is supposed to implement it within 45 days. If this is not done, the RERA can impose a fine of up to 5% of the evaluated cost of the property or imprisonment of up to 3 years for non-compliance of orders. It can also cancel all the approvals of the promoter's other projects. Under RERA, home buyers have 4 primary rights. The first is the right to information. You can get information and necessary documents from the developer regarding sanctions, layout plans, amenities, stage-wise completion schedule, and the specifications approved by the relevant authorities. The second is the right to possession, which means a home buyer has the right to claim the possession of the plot or apartment as well as the common areas upon completion of the project, as stated in the agreement of sale. The third is the right to refund. If the builder fails to comply with any of the provisions related to RERA, a home buyer can claim refund of the amount paid, along with interest and compensation for breach of contract. This will also apply if there is a mismatch in terms of what was promised by the builder and what has been delivered. The fourth one is the right in case of defect. If there are any structural defects or problems in the quality of the property within 5 years of possession, the builder will have to rectify these damages within 30 days at no extra cost to the buyer. If there is a defect in the property title, the buyer can also claim compensation without any law of limitation. The second option that buyers have is to go to consumer courts. This also can be done simultaneously under the Consumer Protection Act, as this puts added pressure on the promoter. Buyers can seek a refund from the developer if possession is delayed beyond a year. If a property is worth Rs 20 lakh, complaints should be filed with the District Commission. For those worth Rs 20 lakh to a crore, it is with the State Commission. And for claims of over Rs 1 crore, grievances should be listed with the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Now, if your developer has gone bankrupt, then as a buyer, you can file a petition before the National Company Law Tribunal to initiate insolvency proceedings and seek relief in case of delayed possession. The NCLT will then appoint an interim resolution professional or IRP to chalk out a plan along with the Committee of Creditors or COC, which is a body of financial creditors like banks and buyers. If 66% of voting is in favor of the resolution plan proposed by the IRP, then it will be adopted by the Committee of Creditors. Otherwise, the real estate company will be liquidated. However, in this case, home buyers can't file cases individually. Under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code or IBC, 10% of allottees or 100 buyers, whichever is a smaller number, may file a petition to initiate the resolution process. Also, the total amount of default of the builder has to be more than Rs 1 crore. One important step that is now recourse for many home buyers is the Swami scheme or special window for affordable and middle income housing. It was introduced by the central government in 2019 to provide last mile funding for halted projects. However, getting funding under the scheme is tough because of stringent conditions that need to be met. This is because the fund uses public money to finance private projects, which is why less than 100 projects have qualified for this aid till now. The first condition is that the project should have affordable housing. This means that at least 90% of the available floor area ratio or FAR should be considered as affordable housing units. or mid-income housing units. This is defined as a carpet area of less than 200 square meters and a cost of up to rupees 2 crore for Mumbai metropolitan area, up to rupees 1.5 crore for NCR, Chennai, Kolkata, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Ahmedabad, and rupees 1 crore for the rest of India. The second condition is that the project should be net worth positive, which means that the balance of the money to be received from the previously sold units plus revenue from the unsold inventory should be greater than the cost to complete construction and service the investment and interest paid by the Swami Fund. The third condition is at least 30% of the construction and development should have already been completed, while the fourth is that the project should be registered under RERA. Another important condition is that the Swami Fund requires an NOC or no objection certificate from the existing lenders in the project as it wants first charge, which means all property documents must be handed over to it by the current lender. However, this can become an issue as for the ongoing lender, the property documents are the only security that it has regarding the project and it may not want to give up control. If your project meets all these criteria, you can apply for aid from Swami Fund, which will then take over the project completely, including bringing in its own team of contractors and auditors. In March 2022, the fund had announced that it will invest in about 250 projects that were stuck across the country with sanctioned funds of about rupees 24,000 crore. And this is expected to benefit almost 1.5 lakh home buyers in India. The last option that you have, of course, is to go to the courts. You can also file FIRs against the developer and file cases with the Economic Offences Wing as well as the Enforcement Directorate to put pressure on the developer and find a resolution. The fight of home buyers till now has neither been easy nor swift. However, there are windows of opportunities that are coming up, which may help buyers finally get their dream home. We hope this information is useful to you. For more tips on how to handle your money better and invest more wisely, stay tuned to our channel.